This is an SVSL production.
Throughout the following video, we will allude to a factory to explain to the viewer the various activities within cell organelles. Welcome to a tour of the cell factory. Let's begin with the gates to the factory. The cell membrane functions as the gates to the cell. These gates are called the phospholipid bilayer. The phospholipid bilayer allows small particles to get through. It's made up of a hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail. Now, let's go to the ground floor of the cell, where most of the activity occurs. Welcome to the cytoplasm.
Sounds like an alien ship.
The cytoskeleton provides structure to the cytoplasm. Many things happen in the cytoplasm, including mRNA to proteins. The cytoskeleton is made up of microtubules. Let's go to the main office of the factory. This is where all of the information and commands are stored, the nucleus. DNA is transferred into RNA here in the nucleus. Within each DNA strand, we can find nucleotides. Now let's move to the endoplasmic reticulum, the assembly line for the cell factory. On this assembly line, we find many little ribosomes. This makes the rough ER. There's another part of the assembly line that does not have ribosomes, which makes the smooth ER, in which lipid breakdown occurs. But what happens inside the ribosome? We won't go into detail on the process, but we can talk about the three locations that we find in the ribosome. First one is the exit site. Second one you can look up in your textbook. And the third one is the arrival site. This is where proteins are made. But when a protein is made, where does it go? The Golgi body serves as the delivery service within the cell. The Golgi body packages proteins and hormones and things of that nature, then marks them for delivery either within the cell or throughout the body. The packages that the Golgi body sends out are called lysosomes. There are two different types of lysosomes, a primary and a secondary. A primary lysosome may fuse with a secondary one to combine the contents into a single lysosome. Where does the energy for all these processes come from? The mitochondria is the energy production center of the cell. It's powered by an H+ ion channel, and this gradient turns ADP into ATP by adding a phosphorus ion. Now let's move to the next part of the cell, the vacuoles. These are the storage centers of the cell. There's a difference between animal and plant cells. Animals have small and frequent vacuoles, but plants, there's only one large one. The final organelle is different in plant cells is the chloroplast, which contains thylakoids. These thylakoids serve as a location for photosynthesis. This has been a SVSL